value that can be brought from this
nice.
Euro.
The camera's already set up.
I
Perfect.
feel like it really comes through on that attack. So we'll see what Forsaken's going to be able to do here. Of course, when he gets that operator in hand, there's definitely a little bit more danger.
And we've got a Sprite. Let's fucking go.
Seems like they're challenging at least a little bit in towards that B side, but on A, things are very passive.
Tiger coming up right away for the big long control. FNATIC certainly looking to put a bit of pressure in, something they're known for. Not going to see that typical snake bite down for the big long, obviously with it being pistol. Carry quite a bit of value too.
No chamber, both teams.
So this means Paper X maintain the control. They're still spotting B long. They're not too worried about inside of Buka, and a good stun nade almost yields value to start with. Paper X got to be under pressure though. These players leaving open the option to go through the teleport.
With the spike going back in the other direction, I feel like Devi might be about to spot it. In fact, he's just dropped it on the floor. The aggression then comes out of Jing, taking down a weakened Durka. This is already looking troublesome for the side of FNATIC, trying to find a way back.
Yo, what is that crosshair?
What has happened with this crosshair?
Check his PC.
Something else from Devi.
He must just play like a weird res. I don't believe it's actually that size. Okay, Boaster. I feel like this happens in a lot of pistol rounds where everybody's dead and then Boaster's like, no worry guys, I'll get 2 kills and then lose.
You heard the extra TP as well. 10 seconds left. Just about timing that to get out. I think he'll get a plant quite open. Well, not at all. In fact, he didn't have the time by the time he made it to the corner. Forsaken. Gun here. Hammering home that final bullet. 1-0. A good start for Paper X.
Our rap's falling apart.
Look at FNATIC's attempt there.
Side boy.
Really just not the play. They went for an A fake. They had their wall down. They tried to cross, tried to sell that fake info, but the stun, the nade, and the follow-up duels just way too much, combined with that success for Devi and his ridiculous crosshair.
So, this was taken.
Solid start. Of course, we're seeing Benkai, I believe, bring in that breach, which was something I think he'd switched up a few times. Like having a mix in there with the Viper occasionally thrown in with their other composition. But I think this is the one that everybody was really looking for because it's the one that involves the Yoru. That's probably the reason why.
Giga Chad crosshair.
For FNATIC in this round, nothing. Basically,
if he wins, he's a
no
Giga Chad.
Obviously not having a chamber, so no headhunter. So ultimately, just trying to group up and catch someone as they go. Forsaken, well, he's almost just trying to play mind games at this point.
Yeah, running out with his decoy to try and yield a duel on the back of it. And like FNATIC's early play, I think they were probably looking for a Q there, hoping that Paper X would do something maybe that they'd seen before in VODs or something like that, but nothing comes through. You got to make your own move. And about that time, Paper X are putting 2 and 2 together, realizing no contact outside B.
Last time I watched
not a lot of time on the clock. We can get a
last time we watched Forsaken on this map.
That's exactly what's
playing
going
Euro,
on.
I'm pretty sure he dropped like 40.
Devi play up behind, and all they need to do is win their duels.
No jinx, of course.
Better weapons, shields. They lose the pistol to start with, but look at the damage.
One enemy remaining.
I think the SMGs are just going to clear this up, no problem at all. Jing making his way ever closer to making sure he has that showstopper on a little bit earlier. And actually, Nightfall
are you supposed to
was
pronounce
not too
Devi?
far
Like
away.
what?
Rifle out of it.
What was the stat I missed?
Devi going to do the same. So a couple
I'm
of
kidding.
opportunities here
I
for
didn't.
Paper X, that's for sure.
The thing is, though, the
How
credits,
long?
the credits are left kind of low. So this is more of a gamble than you might necessarily expect it to be.
That was a really interesting start. Prowler through teleport on long. They try to take contact of Bath, see nobody, and that justifies them being
I ordered
so
it yesterday.
light
I'm
on
just
this
eating it
right
up.
side of the map. They don't need to worry about Bathroom because the Prowler would have seen someone, and no noise was heard afterwards. It's a good indication that the presence is being taken.
Paper Rex is
elsewhere the
8-0
map,
on
and
Biden.
You can see the Paper X are stacking up the B site with 3 and keeping a super passive A hold, but that's read into by Alpha, who's seizing some space of his own.
Well, that's the thing. It has to
If
be
there's a
something
team to beat
expected
them.
at this stage. You've seen a Viper screen. He's bypassed their smoke, and actually Forsaken does
It would
go
be
walking.
FNATIC.
You might have thought that that was a decoy, but it wasn't. Not expecting anybody to be that far through. A bit of a misplay out from the side of Paper X, and well, an afterplan for free in favor of FNATIC, and now an attempted retake.
Yeah, it definitely plays out as a mistake. They were stacked on B and ready for the A play. They gave up control over Bath, and sure, it was just good timing by FNATIC, catching them off guard that they'd retaken Bath and been so close, but
Oh my god.
All right, Jing.
Wow, he turned
Picks
it.
up another weapon and takes the kill. Of course he does. Now he's blast
The
backing out
fuck?
on mid. Who's surprised? Nade down in Bathroom and still hunting them. His teammates fighting his behind on mid, trying to get them a little bit of space. Meanwhile, he's carved out Bathroom control, but Boaster Yielding that duel, it might be enough. Devi's left alone and having to get the
Nice
defuse
try,
against
though.
two very different angles and a bit of utility to annoy him. This round's done for Devi. Question is, can he even get out at this point without taking the teleporter? He's going to have to run fast.
He should
Just
be
about,
okay.
yeah.
Just about. But that's important because, as I said, they invested quite a bit more than you normally would into this sort of bonus round. It is still truly terrifying how good Jing can be in those scenarios. Like, I think he even misses his nade, or by the looks of it, runs into his own teammate's Aftershock, which is basically just being used to clear out Durka, and then still comes out with 2 kills. If he hits that headshot, he wins him the round. Like, Enzo is then isolated, but instead, it swings back into Fnatic's favor. Close for what the round was, but then look at what the purchase is now on the other side. You've got Benkai seemingly again going to go down to a frenzy. Forsaken going to be handed a rifle for that, and it means that there's still some gaps in this fight for Paper X.
It definitely feels like they wanted Devi to come out of that with the 2 orbs, right? To have themselves that ult to close in space. Even if Jing didn't have this showstopper, getting him onto a site, you can imagine how terrifying it is, losing vision, losing your audio for a moment, and then having this dude blitzing his way up.
CSGO turning up right now.
Can be scary. Those Prowlers coming through but not finding anyone. You can see that Forsaken, he's not deterred on his aggression, but it hasn't worked this round either.
No, expected. Caught out by Althea in the last 2. And now the B site's starting to come in onto pressure. You got the Hawk initially clearing the close angles, the Prowler doing the same in towards Hookah. It leaves basically the site just to be pressured now, still lurking within the smoke. You can see the spam even coming through from Durka as he leads the charge. And actually, straight away, Showstopper actually utilized. He somehow gets way further than he should do without being shut down. And the trade's coming back and forth. Spike on the ground and isolated behind the smoke, but they do have a man advantage.
Wow, Boaster, he'd even been checked as well. But another kill that goes his way. He's low, but 3 players peeking guarantees the round for Fnatic. Very nicely handled.
I agree. We should go somewhat, but
oh, he just about got the plant.
what was I gonna say?
About got it for his ulti orb. And he has got his Viper's Pit online coming into round number 5. So altogether, very strong position for Fnatic to play from, Tom. With that showstopper used, again finding nothing.
This is fucking too much. Honestly, this fucking chat. I don't even know how I manage the chat. The problem is, if I'm not memeing, if I'm not talking, then the chat just starts.
That's a free kill. It's as easy as it gets. It's funny as well because he goes straight
talking about. There's like 30 different things being spoken about.
Just attempted that, and now they're gonna go running in onto Boaster, just trying to put the pressure on, trying to get the orb as well.
He's done a lot of damage, but yeah, eventually he has to give it up, and so the orb goes.
Don't call it sub mode, call it W mode.
They have lost a bit of control for their trouble, though. Oh,
hey, yo.
Okay, the flash play in for Sinkin. Attempted to style up on them, but the shots don't land. Benkai's forced out a bath and taken down. They have just dropped the spike in the open, but holding it seems to be a tall task.
With the Stinger, I don't know how Jing seems to get away with so much, and now because of that, Nightfall is going to be invested. A quick reposition though from Fnatic. They're going to try and get out the back. And more importantly, Enzo, he's still holding on here.
Oh, he went up the box.
How's he doing this match with the Stinger?
Oh my
it's
God.
3rd kill of the round.
And they know these players have ran right down to the side, right? They were seeing those trails for a moment, saw them swing right. With that plan going down, Fnatic have players right behind them. And oh, Jing, that was ambitious. He has been traded, and Mind Freak doubles up. 1 HP on Devi, 61 for Mind Freak, and Paper X, they reclaim their lead.
Jing is too dangerous to be kept alive. I genuinely don't know how he has so much success with such.
I mean, honestly, the Cologne finals are probably hype as fuck. The matches today are so good too. I wonder if it goes long enough.
You've just got to be infuriated, especially like this kill here. Your Durka on the other side.
Maybe we can tune in. No, it's not gonna go long enough. Definitely not.
Instead, I'm getting wrecked by a Stinger.
I don't think we can watch both.
This right-click stuff, you don't need it. You don't need it. You just run and gun with this weapon. Apparently, Jing's learned the spray pattern, so he's got it locked.
Everyone, put it on your second monitor.
Disclaimer: this is being done by a trained professional.
Do not try this at home. You will not be as successful. Oh, that's an ambitious nade. That's not going to find anything. Paper X, Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike.
You're already on my second?
With here, and over in the Fnatic side, they've already...
What are you watching on your main monitor?
I said it wasn't going to do much. Durka is left on 45 HP. So all things considered, It's been a very successful
$20 haircut, second monitor. What's
skirmish
next?
coming out of
Nice
PaperX.
meme.
What is this man doing?
Nice work,
He's
Chatter.
just smoked off
Proud of
long,
you.
and he's creeping his way right up close. They're about to use an ult to try and get their way in towards the site, but they have no idea that this lunatic is stood up close to the smoke. They're being pushed behind. Mindfreak gets one, and then Jing dealt with. Taken down, PaperX falling behind, and it's Divide isolated on the site now. He could be in a lot of trouble.
How has the guy come out hookah and flanked that far?
One of them is
Well, how is Divide losing this crosshair?
Just waiting.
Let's see if it's good.
They've smoked it off. He's managed to hide.
Wait,
smoke.
can they see
He's
him?
using it against them. It seems like Enzo might be aware.
I think they know.
But instead,
they don't
he's
know.
just bypassed all of them. You're
He's behind you, my boy.
But actually, it's pushed them away. Enzo now gets the kill, and Divide's still
They're
just
gonna come back.
hunting for him.
Oh!
He's been in this position the whole time, and he's caught instead. What is this round? FNATIC have come out on top, and Forsaken is trying to make his way through, TPing all the way back after making a sound. Trying to reposition away from them here.
Thoughts?
Well, they seem to have a
You guys
very
win those
good
or not?
idea of where he went, Tom. I don't know that the surprise factor is quite in his favor this time, and well, certainly not now. TPing away to
Thoughts
save
on
this
this?
weapon. FNATIC have gotten themselves that third. It's guaranteed. It's on the board. Question is Forsaken going to be able to save?
Kanka kimin tarafındasın? Afiyet tutuyoruz.
Sure thing as you'd imagine. I see both Enzo.
Chat'te söyleme ama ben de aynı.
Towards the safe side.
Yeah, the problem is it's how much they want to gamble.
Feels so strange talking
they
Turkish
don't have good finances
at the
themselves.
moment.
These last couple of rounds have been so ridiculously
My little
close.
scuffed. My little scuffed
the
Turk.
funny thing as well, if you're FNATIC, you have absolutely no idea how close you were to losing that round. Like, you do not know the Divide was sat there the whole time, because in your mind, you've been hit by a load of utility, and you're probably thinking, okay, chances are he just jumped out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas in reality, any timing other than the one that
Talking like a villager, yeah,
and
I know.
Do you know what's
I talk like a villager. It's not proper.
I genuinely believe if Benkai doesn't use Rolling Thunder, they
yeah, I guess I didn't learn it
round
properly.
No one's going to try and run through that Cosmic Divide.
Yeah. I mean, the only exception would be Enzo with the utility that he put. Going to be Benkai taking a stinger by the looks of things. Oh, and Jing. No, okay. He's still deciding, still making his mind up, still shopping.
Imagine yelling back.
It looks like we're sticking with it. Okay, so a stinger and a Spectre to work with here.
What a peek! What a peek!
Okay, it seems like they might have.
They stopped the aggression.
Did Forsaken think that he was the decoy, or?
I don't know, but the thing is, in the last round, they managed to get quite far down, so just tried something aggressive. Every once in a while, it's going to make you look silly. And honestly, it was a very slow start for Durka. I don't even know, those might be his first kills. He didn't have any.
I went to the major in Istanbul. At the moment, no plans.
Fact is, giving him some freebies is probably not what you want to be doing, but obviously timing this
I was born in New York.
Working out for PaperX, and a good read from FNATIC.
Yeah, and it puts him in a really tough spot. 3v5. You know, this FNATIC team could be grouping up at any moment.
I mean, FNATIC is doing well here by holding, because it would be very typical of them to push, especially because they're man down. But it's interesting. PaperX only push if they're man advantage or if it's even. They don't push if they're man down.
FNATIC are starting to make their way right into the hands of Jing,
which is what you would expect.
He only managed
they push when they're man up. Giga Chad.
Be caught immediately. Not going to use his ult. Not going to find anything to trade. Only the one, leaving FNATIC with a massive advantage to try and close this out. With 1 versus 4, is a possibility Benkai even just saves this.
Yeah, he probably should. I don't see how much damage would really be worth this. The only other reason could be to try and balance out the economy a little bit, because I think they're going to be as broke as you can be going into the next round. And unless they really did save that extra cash, but from what I was seeing, it was like choosing between Spectres and whatever they could to make sure they get into this one. But yeah, FNATIC have really slowed down the tempo. I think they've been caught out so many times that they've started really pressuring B long early to make sure that
loser of this plays Leviathan.
But then after that point, they're like, okay, someone's going to push us. Let's just wait and see who it is.
Leviathan got a tough matchup then, if that is true.
It's come through. I mean, they didn't have to wait very long in that round. It's just a straight up challenge for the
1-1 for FaZe Navi. Thanks for update.
Spray down. Certainly a disappointment for the PaperX side. And
I can't believe Navi are still making finals, even though they got like a new 5th.
Again, it has been
Isn't that kind of insane? Like their form didn't drop.
This time around, some
Off topic.
major difficulties for PaperX, though. They have got ultimates to play with, a couple of them at that.
I guess when you have simple, it doesn't really matter, huh?
And we're starting to see FNATIC build up a pretty deep bankroll.
Yeah, I think that's where things get a little worrying. By the way, those were Durka's first kills. So he has had a very quiet start to this game. FNATIC's still in the lead. That's a very good sign for them because most of the time Durka doesn't have two quiet halves. So going into the defensive side, I'm sure that we'll see the step up from him. Already though, some cheeky plays being attempted. Look how passive FNATIC are currently sitting. They are so ready for these sort of aggressive plays to be made, although Booster might be in a little bit of trouble. His counter utility.
He's good. He's good.
They are trying
Good suck. Oh, that's what feels good for Alpha. Yeah.
Waiting for the cavalry, and then it comes in the form of Alpha.
Yeah, great safety net for FNATIC. They realized the possibility on the low buy of those.
They always aggress. Look.
High. I thought it was
all you have to do is wait.
Left his TP.
They always aggress.
Inside of the teleporter. So he was going to go for aggression, potentially TP back, and still be there to help out his teammates. I wonder if that was supposed to play into a bait setup. The play of the land was right. FNATIC should be closing this one out nice and easy. Again, same situation as last round, even worse for Bankai, the 1v5 this time. They're about to get that plan.
Default equal win. Question mark, Keck W.
Whether he wants to save this or take some damage, you know, if he already had a kill or two from his team, maybe you go out for those duels. But the reality is, with 5 players alive, chances are you're not going to end up walking out of this in a favorable scenario. He's already picked up one at least, but
that was so weird what it looked like to me. But yeah, I was confused for a second.
The whole reason FNATIC were delaying was to make sure they could get both the orbs and send Enzo into this next round with his Nightfall. So the good micro coming out from FNATIC just to make sure that they get all of the little pieces. But this is where I want to see a change from PaperX. I felt like FNATIC have now fallen into a spot where they go, okay, if we just passively wait, this Yoru's not going to have any
Guys, please don't Keck W
passive.
unless something funny actually happened. It's very annoying.
Well. So let's be patient and make sure that we catch any of that aggression. We can still go for a late round execution if needed. The issue with the composition that's there from PaperX is sitting passive on this defense. I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah, it's definitely a comp that seems to feed into proactivity quite a bit. Forsaken in trouble, in a lot of trouble. In fact, he's going to TP right out of there, but they are chasing him down. The decoy out, and it actually tanks a couple of shots for him. Ultimate used as well. Extra info. One player spotted, but mid is he hasn't seen anyone. He hasn't seen any. Oh, okay, there's one at least spotted. He's gonna
nice flash. Whoa, nice flash, bro. Whoa, bro.
The ultimate through a smoke. And this round
you are good, bro.
Pieces. FNATIC
holy
not
fuck.
able to do anything with Mystic as the 1v4 contested. Spike in front of him. Hey, it's something. But not too much hope in this one.
Tries to take the fight rather than facing off against the Haunt, and well, he's going to end up losing his life. I would love to be in the room where Mini watches that round back and just realizes what the hell just happened, because that was, again, just ludicrousy coming out of the
That's not sarcastic. I was trying to say it in a monotone way.
Pop flash, he throws himself, ends up catching plays. He does all of this while on low HP. And that's before you even talk about the spam kill that made no sense.
And the coordination on the orbital strike coming down just at that moment. Enzo goes forward, he dies, goes backwards, he dies.
Back into the gym, dude. I need some fucking energy. And I ain't talking NRG, I'm talking energy.
Panic. FNATIC start the round.
Which is the same thing.
Put out Showstopper. Forsaken's running for his life. He's trying to get out. He uses his ult. He uses his decoy. And again, Forsaken initiating these duels. FNATIC, though, are deep in their spawn. They understand this is a team that likes to blur those offensive lines.
I don't know what I'm saying.
A little bit of trouble for Forsaken, but he's got his TP to
what
get
the
out.
fuck?
And that's the thing. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but ultimately it disrupts everything.
Bro, those guys everywhere.
FNATIC are trying to do. It takes Mystic out, which is a lot of your initiation already dissipated. And just look up, look where he is. It's not like he's... I said fallen back as the loosest of terms.
Yes.
Because he is closer to their spawn than they are. You've also had the lurk attempted by
this
Durka,
flank,
which
bro.
absolutely nothing. That was just a peek in towards Hookah.
And they know they're here. FNATIC, if you can hear me, hit that TP now. Hit that TP now.
Maybe you want to fall back here. Maybe
now.
You want to back in the other direction.
Now.
Though, with the swing, and now Jing's in quite a bit of trouble.
He got stuck. There's no way out for Jing.
Double ult.
Trapped underneath the site. He survived.
Never mind.
Though, at least for a
just
while.
take the site, Giga Chad. They're all there, but take it anyway.
Seeing nothing, plant coming through. The timing for Forsaken. It's absolutely perfect. He's in there and catching the both of them. His teleport gate crash was down on the bottom right of the map, as far away as it could physically be. And the man shift walked all the way through their spawn. The patience
Neither
finally
flank.
paying off.
Yeah.
Red Bull clutch and a
It happened too fast, I think.
Rex.
It's just got to be so irritating.
The timing was perfect.
Right at the end of the round, that basically everything else that happened was just delayed. It was an attempt to put this man into position, and guess what? He was there exactly when PaperX needed him the most. 5 rounds apiece. A purchase still coming up for both sides. And actually, interestingly, Devi's now going to pull in the operator. Not something I necessarily expected, but I guess with the way that Forsaken's playing, you can't really give him the gun.
Well, a timeout will be pulled into play by FNATIC, Tom, and I don't think we can blame them. They've been caught off by a couple of these PaperX rounds. For the map that's in it, and of course, the weight that this map
They didn't give me a
carries
fucking
now,
straw, man.
Potentially being the final in this series, FNATIC maybe starting to get backed into a corner on this attack side.
I need to buy some fucking straws, huh?
In the next couple of seconds.
Second time.
Only 2 more to play for.
Now with the last
I guess you could say that's the straw that broke the camel's back. True, my bad. Hell yeah, dude.
Almost prove it to us that they could face off against the might of PaperX, and it's just done it again within the first few seconds. And if you think even for a second he's going to back away, you already look to try and find something a little more.
A lot of
saw
maps,
Lappy.
This would be terrible. Losing out on Boaster to start, you lose your smokes, but they have still got Alpha, and Alpha's rocking with a Viper's Pit. Makes it tough for PaperX. You got to keep control over this mid area. A bit of a fake going up and inside of Hookah. Gets a lot of the utility put out there. PaperX stacked up on
he's playing in the smoke.
3 players. A's under threat. Mind Freak up close.
Ah!
Oh my God! He took his smoke out. Alpha with a free
Guy's
kill.
playing Fortnite on his
Viper's
tablet,
Pit online. It hasn't
dude.
gone down
Take
just
your
yet.
damn gun out. He was trying to
Feels just
re-smoke
moments
it.
away. They need to get this
Bad
plan
timing.
through, and it doesn't look like they want to use it.
No, but maybe they should have done.
Wait, the bomb's down, and one of us TP'd.
Dropped by Jing.
What the fuck is going on?
Just waiting.
Oh my God, another guy
TP'd.
TP'd.
Every single trap that's put into place by the side of PaperX.
Beta's waiting for someone to push the TP. Little does he know, no one's coming. Scanned.
It leaves him completely alone. In fact, he
This
doesn't
is
even get it
tragic
down.
right now.
The last man standing,
Tragic.
trying to rotate through.
Tragic.
What?
Forsaken is a
Forsaken is
beast.
there again. 3 players
Holy
trying to rotate
fuck.
to B. None of them got past this Yoru.
Incredible anchoring from this guy. He sat down aggressively in mid. Certainly not the easiest of positions to hold. And you just have to sit back. With 2 rounds left, Tom, to not use the Viper's Pit there, it just seems like a massive mistake. And you were feeling it almost immediately. The sense of trepidation as I see these players take fights. I'm like, you could be planting right now. And I understand you want to keep it for the next round when maybe, you know, you're starting out fresh. You don't already have that foothold, but instead that little bit, I don't want to quite call it greed, but that little bit of greed, it ends up costing them massively. And now they face off in the final round with another early pick. Boaster gone again, practically the same position.
And maybe expecting another peak coming out from Jing. Instead, the pace picked up.
Got a judge in U-Haul.
Through mid. The problem is, without that bathroom's control, it becomes a much tougher task to get a plant down.
You know TP?
At least try and hold on. Watch out! He just TP'd right behind!
I can't believe he's done that. Oh no! Comes?
For Forsaken, it's left all onto Dirk-Well.
What the fuck? What the fuck? He's literally in the middle of 4 of them with a judge.
PaperX are half away from their highest ever finish within a Masters tournament.
Alright, fuck it. Take off sub mode.
This would be for PaperX, not only to
see what the plebs are saying,
to continue the win streak, but to defeat the NBA's best. A team that's in the running for the best in the world right now. This has been unbelievable, and I came in expecting to see maybe a couple of things I liked out of this Yoru. We know that Forsaken's impressive, but this half felt he has to be the
5 showers?
I would agree, but right now I think I'd have to look.
Guys, we're trolling now. Never mind, play your game. My bad.
Running straight at him. The TP setup.
Never mind, play your game. My bad. 6 strat. Good strat, Monka W. Thumbs up. Good strat.
Oh, wow, APAC has come to
5 showers is good strat.
Could be a nail in the coffin
My bad.
for FNATIC. Remember, in that first half, we saw them find these 5 rounds. I believe they won the pistol, though, right? They won that 2-0 lead, and then it gets snatched out of their hands. PaperX in a very strong spot if they close this out. Durka and Boaster. Oh, good read by Boaster, but the shot doesn't land to start with. Mind Freak extending the advantage into a near impossible to lose situation. That's 8 on the board, Tom. And I mean, I assume FNATIC will take the eco here That's quite a deficit
Big
to play
pistol, actually.
Yeah,
Because
no,
now
this is a long, long road that they're going to have to grind back from. Not really expecting
things
much
might
investment,
get
but
scary.
I love that Jing is basically just running.
But I wouldn't
not
count FNATIC
only
out.
his own utility. But
They've shown
also
good resilience.
his opponent's utility. And while he's doing that, they're almost baiting them in to that play through the TP.
That was like the most random flash I've ever seen. It looked like it definitely should have blinded him. And I think it might have blinded his opponents. I don't know if anyone will have a lineup for the open door to bounce off a texture, but fair play either way. Good night and sweet dreams
Drive by.
to you, Jing.
Giga Chad.
Absolutely pacey take. He's bouncing all over the place, making it look.
He's actually bouncing around.
On my screens.
That's how my satchels look. I just bounce around.
Towards that showstopper, another victim close. We might have an ace.
I'm never going in a clear direction. I'm just bouncing around.
All right. I did all right in the first half, but I just want to get back to bed at this point. I want to relax a little bit. I want to chill.
Oh, here we go.
And Boaster is just around the corner. He's going to ruin it. Ace taken away. And while Boaster, any cost he can cause from here would be nice, but PaperX won't oblige.
9 rounds on the board for PaperX. A Bulldog brought into this round. They could potentially throw a couple of credits into a rifle for a stronger upgrade. And with the confidence rolling in Jing's favor, I mean, look at that. 2 players in spawn with knife out. You just can't expect them to be there already.
That's the thing. Jing bought a rifle and then sold it. And I'm like, if I'm Bankai here, I'm just like, do it. Honestly, just do it. Like,
just do it. Just do it.
Straight running. All right, maybe he's getting a little jealous, you know?
I think this could be very much
all right, bonus, here we go.
Of getting Jing up close into maybe lamps, getting that aggression.
Problem is, PaperX is like,
top of the boxes. I don't know.
You don't have good practice against their comp, their style. So like, these guys are fucking crazy.
With those packs, he's already towards
what the fuck?
In fact, I don't know
what
that
the
they're aware of
fuck?
this. I mean,
how's he in there?
It's certainly going to get your spidey senses tingling, but they don't know exactly where he is. The drop down's perfect. An assassination from Jing.
Oh my god.
One, though. Durka at least keeping them alive, and that one keeping the favor theirs, but they have now lost the team, lost the spike, but not lost the advantage. 2 versus 4.
He's like, you go first.
See, there was an attempt, or at least an
plant
idea.
Plant the bomb, I'll get the dog.
Them, but at this point, play the numbers.
All right, 2v4.
Where you're not going to lose
Vandal
too many
Spectre.
here, and more importantly, you're going to make
okay,
sure you
cool.
close this round. The nice shot already. And actually, the peek out from Bankai. Maybe he should have kept that rifle all along.
Oh no, he saw him. He saw him.
I think Althea has spotted Divide.
Flank?
But now
doesn't know about the flank. He doesn't know.
A chance to clutch his out. I don't think he has any idea where his opponent's coming from. Still gets the shot onto Mystic, and well, it may have been a bonus round.
Bro.
It may have been one that FNATIC could have won cleanly. They certainly did not.
55 HP
that was
is the only thing that separates
they won
FNATIC
it. It's fine.
Almost certainly going out of
lost
this
4
series.
guns, but all good.
The impact that Bankai had, that stun, and Alpha only barely snuck his way into the corner in time. Half a second, a quarter.
Good bonus, fuck it. Keck W. Nice. Hell yeah.
Perfect round from him.
Yeah, he saw him go there.
Netting them that extra chance, that 9-6, but they're going to have to put all of their economy into this round. They lost
scary for a second.
Players in that last one, Tom, and while the replay done was...
I almost don't want to show the purchase.
That's not a nice...
Take that off the screen.
That's not a nice buy.
On this map, though, it could put flash. Oh, they don't expect Jing to be so far forward.
He's going
straight for him, and he's going to get taken out, but it's a fine trade.
Wow.
Lunatic.
I didn't think he was going to get it off, actually.
Say it once again, absolute lunatic, but he has so much success playing at the highest level, almost like it's a pug. And more now, they are stuck at the back of this site.
Look at this combination, bro. Breach stun, Yoru flash, TP.
Eventually he'll get it done.
So hard to deal with.
Clear him from this corner, and he's taking this site for himself.
Time to jump. I don't know how he is still alive. I will say that right now. TP into the corner. Take this a little bit more aggressive. Hold that control. They're up against a Spectre and a Judge. No overextensions needed or asked for from PaperX. The fake TP into the corner, but that was a run back from Durka. Was he faking the save? He's come back now and being spotted anyway, so PaperX not giving anything away.
Maybe a little bit optimistic there for Boaster. You also got the shorty on spot, but no fear from Forsaken.
This is starting to... How can I put
In
this?
the gutter. FNATIC's going to have basically nothing going into this round. Like, you can invest into a few SMGs here and there. Maybe Althea can try and play incredibly ballsy and throw down a Viper's Pit, but at the moment, they are just being styled on by Jing. I feel like there's certain moments where you watch a man just completely feel out the game, make decisions on the fly, and sometimes, if you're good enough, very, very rarely, you can win your team a game. That's what we're seeing right now. Judge, but you're gonna know he's here trying to...
Dirty out, man!
I don't even know he got there that fast.
There you go.
Mystic has been able to trade, but ultimately the weaponry just isn't there right now for FNATIC. They are playing with scraps. More Paperex on the side.
Oh, that was a save round. Fuck it.
Purchase.
This is the reason so few teams want to play this map up against Paperex. They're an unforgiving entity, 11-6. Now that was a pistol round out of FNATIC, so it's not the end of the world, but you know, Tom, I hope that their buy round.
I hate Paperex? No, I don't hate Paperex, but I want a map 3 here.
And it's pretty much done and dusted.
Oh, it's not looking that way.
Ultimates to come in though. Showstopper.
Yeah, he had too much pressure.
Alpha online as well. Paperex with a rolling thunder for retake.
Paperex are fucking sick. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to figure out.
Later on.
You know,
this is a round full of minefields for both teams.
Even the
how they're able to do this kind of stuff. Their strats are so unique, it seems, right? No one, teams don't really have a good idea of how they play. That's what it's looking like to me.
Problems for the opposing side. Already setting up to try and make a move in towards this A side. Maybe
oh my god, this TP looks dirty.
Fact,
oh my god. Oh.
Like he might try and wrap things around from behind. Already using his dimensional drift, just looking to try and run back through. You can see.
Wait, he has no TP. Does he have a
TP?
TP?
After him to stop this man getting away with issues as the rest of his team take hookah control. But look where he is.
Oh, the stun!
Surrounded.
He got flanked. Almost. Nice try. Almost.
Yeah, great stun as well, going up into hookah.
Look at that strat though, bro. Look at that strat, man.
Maybe that works out if they
fucking runs through CT spawn. They take hookah. He comes out CT spawn. They stun back sight. And he kills the guy. Like, bro, this strat is fucking crazy, man.
Boombot, right? When he put through his gate, crashed in, ended up tagging up onto that. So they were very ready for that play. Great reactions and reads from FNATIC. Now what do Paperex do? They have that rolling thunder, as I mentioned earlier. Try and maybe fight straight into the site. And a couple of seconds, that wall's going to go down. I think they're just waiting for it.
30 seconds left.
The question is where do you place this? In fact, they don't place it at all. Straight into the site, but caught up. Lowered on HP, and FNATIC are holding strong. A couple of players remain. Benkai has been able to find one back. At least making this a little bit more competitive, but solid positioning.
A chance.
Teaming up with Mystic and FNATIC. Wow, you said they needed this round. They've got it.
That they have 4 between them now, starting to close in the distance a little bit, showing us a stronger face to that defense.
One huff of copium can go a long, long way.
Start dropping over some weapons and seeing just some money struggles start to come through for the first time for some players. A solid hold, and very much countering what Paperex were going for, the chaos they wanted to push onto the B site, but there were too many players and too much utility there waiting for them.
Yeah, they're just having a slower day than usual as well. That's part of it, but I feel like their aggression is so hard to stop, man. Look at this execute. Look at this. Who executes like this, bro? 5 out showers, double sight smokes and heaven.
Give them that extra little bit of space.
Brimble for control. But now is the problem. Now is the problem. Because they didn't get any kills.
Get the spike down. Forsaken's aggressive position has now been spotted, so he has to try and get out of there. And Althea is just watching that TP, not allowing for any more.
Respect though. Respect.
It's got to be the most ambitious TP we've seen attempted.
Oh, they got lineups. They even have lineups for that shit.
Got his own little shield in the form of the.
Oh my god, bro! He's right in front of you.
And I don't think you're quite going to be able to do anything.
Put the Astro Wall down, please. Astro Wall down, please.
Way too many players here. It's halved already.
Thank you.
And it'll be finished off by
I would like to be shot.
A solid one for FNATIC, and 8 secured on the back of it.
Yeah, good to see Durka really getting back on the board. 7 kills before this round, which, well, we've seen him get close to that in a round before. So realistically, the fact that he's coming online a little bit at least gives me a bit of hope. I like the ult combination as well. You had the Nightfall.
Oh my god.
Low. There's
oh my
no
god.
way out of there for Banker, and then they managed to almost just section off every single player.
Durka's waking
up.
up.
The worry for me is you using that many ultimates over the last couple of rounds. So you used the Viper's Pit to basically grant you 1. Now you've had to use 3 ultimates to grant you another. The bank of Paper X is not gone just yet. They still have the finances.
Brim smoke outside of CT pipes, and Yoru, I want you to TP backside after Brim ult. Attack.
Very early control. Maybe expecting more of a fight, but instead.
And Fade ult as well, of course.
Garnering that ult.
Yeah, if anything, probably hoping for more of a fight. The NATO close not
Wait.
too much.
They're doing a remix.
Look
at those smokes.
Is here and able to hear.
What the fuck are these smokes, bro? What the fuck are these smokes? Now they're trolling. Now they're trolling, right?
Going right out onto the side.
This is crazy, bro. They're just dropping random smokes. Looks like my rank game, dude.
FNATIC don't have anything to deny.
They're just throwing random smokes.
Like it's gonna be conceded.
I'm kidding. Those smokes look insane. How the fuck did they come up with this? Who's their analyst? Double his salary.
One of them does bypass Jing, but he should have a decent idea. In fact, he swings! Just swings straight out. Him and Mind Freak quickly find a couple of kills. Enzo with solid trades, though. Leaves 1 man. It's Benkai trying to fight back versus 2. He still has an aftershock, but won't have too much value from this position.
No.
I'm not so sure. Needs to try and
that.
a little bit just to try and deny them that.
Wait, does that hit? Does that hit?
The aftershock to buy a little
Wait,
bit
it does
extra
hit.
time. Not many bullets left in the clip. He's got to try and go for one of these fights. Reload goes through, but Enzo,
he had a good chance.
Solid round out from him. FNATIC will grant themselves.
He had a very good chance of winning that. I'm not gonna lie.
Keep that train
One of them was low.
Another massive amount of clutch.
I'm surprised because the guy that was low covered the other guy.
Barrel forward, but they had the success.
But fuck it. I mean, I don't think it. Yeah, it was just they wanted to get on right away.
Retake just a little bit too strong, and yeah, it was Enzo carrying the weight of it.
What's the problem with the smokes? No problem. Just unique. Very unique.
Perfect.
I don't think I've seen those before.
11-9. FNATIC stay alive a little bit longer. They hold strong for now. They're up against pistols, up against the Stinger.
You got the Jinger.
Shit, the Jinger. My God.
I love seeing the pain in your eyes from that comment.
Yeah, thank you for that. I was enjoying myself up till now.
Durka though. He's going to take that early fight. These are the draws we kind of expect from Durka a little bit more. I think he shied away from them in some of the earlier rounds because of how much of a challenge has been coming through. Instead, in this one, at least he's going back for more. And that confidence is what we want to see from the Finn.
Dang.
Just decimating anybody that walks into his crosshair. And while the only man left to buy, well, he's going to remove the Flawless at least.
Yeah, for
got him.
What it's worth. In the end, 10 for FNATIC as expected. Cleanly dealt with. This is the one that matters. Paper X have the credits in back pocket. They have that showstopper online. They're about to have Rolling Thunder, about to have Orbital Strike. They've reset their ultimates, regenerated them back up, and now it's time to put them to work before FNATIC can equalize. And Tom, if they equalize, they
yes, we have a game on our hands, man. Okay, we get it.
Very, very weak force buy. FNATIC could be on the verge.
Just watch the game, damn it.
Control of this map. And for it being Paper X's home turf.
Wait, did he change his crosshair?
Fears to face them on. This attack side certainly hasn't been as strong as I expected thus far.
No, we haven't seen much of that Yoru magic in this second half. Jing has been almost the main fear. On that other side, Forsaken though looking to try and take charge of this scenario. Early presence was sent away from this A site, but after pressure being put in towards the bathrooms, you can see that adaptation going elsewhere. Jing also looking to challenge into Hookah, but is instantly smoked off.
Oh, he's about to fucking ult out right here. And they got breach ult. They're gonna wait actually. Oh man, this might be dirty.
They're only doing
They're gonna go heavy hookah?
Take the information out of FNATIC's hands, but FNATIC are responding to this near perfect.
Or are they gonna take Octagon?
They're making their way towards the B site.
No, they're going hookah. They're going 5 hookah?
Paper X set up to take
nah,
control.
fam, nah.
Thunder to work with, and it's gonna
There's 4 here.
A lot of value.
Wait, they ulted Octagon?
One player in, she goes
genius!
Catching the
they used 2 ults for 1 kill. Is it genius?
Players are still stuck in their corners, still
I don't know.
hiding away, and Paper X need to root them out. The spike is being planted, and FNATIC can't do anything about it. They're a little bit too far back. The molly completely locked them out. And a post-plan setup now, one away from orbital strike on Mindfreak.
Kill here from him. Put this one to bed. A quick push though. Devi is dropped. A showstopper available, but a target yet to be found. Maybe trying to force him back, but no. Forsaken lands the instant headshot. And now Enzo is needed once again. Not knowing where that second player is going to be, just try and stick it all the way to half. He's managed to get that far.
They know though. They know they have to. Two angles at once. Oh, fuck.
Perfectly. Forsaken will get them to
Was that sick?
PaperX one away from that upper bracket final.
Match point.
A monumental victory for them. Like we said, this would be the best result for either of these teams, but PaperX in particular, they have fought long and hard, and I think EMEA...
Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for whoever wins, honestly. At this point, I'm rooting for the winner.
But APAC, well, it hasn't quite, despite the consistency of this team, I
Wait,
think it's garnered nearly as much.
This guy's sitting under the stun.
Right here,
The
they
fuck?
might just be forcing that respect upon themselves. 2 chances to close it out, and a goodbye. On both sides, really, but the pressure's on for FNATIC.
They managed a streak of 4, needing just a couple more to take this one to OT.
Durka's holding showers alone.
To try and fight it back. Durka is sticking around. He wants this
Oh,
fight.
I think he missed that,
Not
right?
gonna really get anything off of the C's. The peak coming through, and he's gonna land the shot out of there. And now the pressure comes
man.
onto
Oh, man.
He found with a flash in hand, almost manages to dance his way out of there. But
If he kept his gun out, he might have got one more.
Though, trying to be a little bit sneaky.
Wait, he got tagged. He could have dodged that.
Have the information of where he's going to be. Might even
Could have definitely dodged that, right? I guess he didn't want to risk going out further. Molly was kind of in his way as well.
On his way back around to the A site, giving up the control. Good fight from FNATIC. Great early duels. Durka, brave to stick around inside a bathroom.
Retake A, kind of. Just playing passive.
We look elsewhere. 3 smokes still online for PaperX. Orbital strike one away as it was.
Vi has ult. Does he use it? Or do they save it for next round on their set strat?
They have no control. They're going to be going in blind.
Looks like he might use it.
Telegraph this too much, not with just 3 players
Nope.
left.
They want to go for a kill. They're contacting. They've walked in.
Up in heaven that scares
No.
me. If he's not pushed off this angle,
They're starting to walk in though. I'm worried. Oh, there they are.
oh, good fight.
They're gonna get bombed down for free though.
Turn things into
Not a gamble towards B.
Although they're trying to bait out the gravity well. This
Yeah, that bought some time.
Booster allows for that rotation back through.
10 seconds left.
Blast pack might be attempted to try and push them off, but it's not connected.
Oh,
the C's,
got him.
however, has and leaves Mindfreak.
Look at him, he can't get out.
Stuck in the mud. The
Oh my god,
reveal,
he got
not
out.
quite gonna
He has
get
ults,
away,
he has
but
ults.
doesn't connect
And a
the shots
smoke.
anyway as they look to go past.
Orbital strike online, but Mindfreak can't necessarily
Should Molly like
get out of
U-Haul
here.
or the bomb? I don't know.
The post
He has
play
so
not gonna
much
be as strong as it
util.
could
Holy
be, but
fuck.
FNATIC don't know that
Holy
tapping
fuck,
out.
holy
Mindfreak
fuck, the stun!
Durka in trouble.
Oh,
He's
he barely
linked
got
down
out.
to just 1 HP.
Big kill.
Mindfreak grabs
Bad
a
Molly.
flag, and I don't know if he expects
kill.
him to be close,
Done.
but it doesn't matter.
Wow.
The shot's learned,
Wow.
and Devi
PaperX,
delivers.
man.